We are back with more My Southern Home, and I'm here with Shannon Franklin with the Property Sisters. And Shannon, I'm so excited to have you on the show because I love the concept of your business, and I think it's so much fun that you're doing your dream job with your sister.
Yeah, it has been really, really great and really rewarding to work with family. I think, that can kind of go either way, right? When you're working with people that close to you, but we've really enjoyed being able to do this business together.
So it's a fun story of how you guys got started in the business because you're an academic by trade.
I am, yes, and my sister's an emergency room nurse. So this is not, we didn't come through the, I guess, traditional route. But we had a passion for design and we'd like to do our own home projects. And so honestly, kind of on a lark, we got a little postcard in the mail that was like, come to this flipping seminar, see how you can flip houses. And we're like, okay, sure, let's try it out. So we went to the seminar, we did a workshop, we started meeting people and doing our homework, so to speak. And the next thing you know, we were flipping our first house.
So tell me about the experience of your first house.
It was kind of crazy, actually. So we've said that this is honestly sort of appropriate for us. Our first house ended up, it wasn't actually a flip. We ended up rebuilding it entirely because there was no footer under the foundation. And so we're like, of course, this would be our first project, would turn into a complete new build. But we learned a ton. It took a long time. It cost a lot of money, but we learned a lot. I mean, we use everything we learned from that project in the projects we do now.
Well, that's the thing when it comes to flipping homes and when you're a novice, is that the team that's surrounding you is really important, and having those people guide you through the process so that you don't make a mistake like that. Now, in this case, this mistake helped you, give you knowledge for your future.
Sure.
I always like to say there's not really mistakes.
Right.
It's learning opportunities.
Exactly.
And you learned a lot and you're still doing it.
That's right. We figured after that experience, like, you're not gonna get a much bigger surprise than you don't have a footer under your foundation. So, our projects since then have honestly seemed pretty smooth, because even when something came up that we weren't expecting, and things always come up that you're not expecting, we were like, okay, well, no big deal, right? We know how to roll with it, and we always plan, especially in our budget, for pretty significant contingencies now, just in case.
Well, and the reason that's so important is because that's how you make money.
Exactly.
Because if you buy a home for more than it's worth, then you don't have room for surprises like no footers, which is a pretty major thing.
That's right. Exactly. So I would tell people now, like, if you want to get into flipping, it can be a little tough right now because you have to pay so much to buy houses right now, and it's harder to find deals, but that's okay. Don't overpay. So keep looking, keep working off-market leads, talk to people that you know who might want to sell, but don't overpay, because we always say you make your money on the purchase. And so if you overpay and then you run into things you're not expecting, then maybe at best you break even, and we're not doing this to break even, right? We're doing it to make money. So you want to make sure that you buy it right so that you've got the money that you need to get it done and get it sold.
And you guys have a lot of homes on the market right now.
Well, so we've got one that's about to go on the market. We've got 2 active projects, and then we have a couple others sort of, in the works, so to speak. So yeah, we're pretty busy.
And you've sent me some of the homes that you guys have listed in the past, and they're all gorgeous, and I love how they're all different. And you work really hard to save the architectural integrity of the home, and that is just pulls my heartstrings.
I do. I know, a lot of people get into new construction, and especially in Nashville, we have lots of tall and skinnies, and I understand why people do those, but I don't like them personally. So my design is more about bringing house back. It's a lot of times we do, ranches. There's from the 50s and 60s. Those are close to my heart because I grew up in one. And we want to bring them back to sort of their former glory so that a new family can make new memories. And so I try to keep, what makes these houses special, and kind of, I don't want to take a ranch and make it look like a super contemporary home. I want it to still have the feel and kind of the soul of the house, but updated for, 2022.
So if someone has a distressed property, or maybe they want to look at the properties that you have for sale, all of that, all of your contact information and the houses that you have available are on your website.
Yes, they are. So I need to update the website a little bit with some current properties, but my information and all of our story and the houses that we've worked on in the past and are working on now are all there.
And Shannon, if someone has a property that's a little distressed, or maybe they can't afford the maintenance and they want to put it on the market, you can help them with that.
Oh, absolutely. You know, there's some situations where, you know, you need to sell your house, but you don't have the time or the energy or the inclination to paint, to, you know, do the repair work. You don't want to deal with showings, etc. And like I can help with that, because this is a cash offer, and my goal is to make it easy for my sellers and to make everybody happy at the end. So I get to buy a property that I can flip. They get out of a house that they no longer want for a price that is fair to them, and everybody wins. So if you don't want to deal with listing and all the sort of traditional rigmarole of putting your house on the market, then call me. I'd love to help you out.
Oh, well, thank you so much, Shannon. I really appreciate it.
All right, thank you for having me.
We'll be back with more My Southern Home in just a moment.